So this is a quick bedtime routine. Sometimes we can have a hard time getting rest or preparing the body for rest, even if we know we're so tired. Hello everyone, and welcome to our gentle bedtime yoga sequence. My name is Eleni. Thank you so much for joining me today. So if you'd like to assist your practice today, feel free to have 2 yoga blocks handy if you have them. If not, you can grab a couch pillow or a regular pillow, and then a beach towel or a yoga blanket to sit up on. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our breath, taking a nice tall seat and finding the most comfortable space and place for your legs. So that can be crisscross here. You can also extend your legs out, whatever will give you that gentle pelvic tilt forward so we're not rounding through the low back. So getting nice and tall here, feeling the length through the spine, the crown of the head lifting. Rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. And noticing here the pattern of breath coming in and out through the nose. And if it feels good, you can bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly and just connect here. And we'll start to work with our 3 parts yogic breath, breathing deep into the low belly, feeling the belly expand, and then softly exhaling, feeling the belly deflate. Inhaling, filling up the belly, filling up the rib cage, and then the chest and the collarbone. And the exhale softens the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Inhaling the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And exhale the chest, the ribs, the belly. So continuing here with these full torso breaths at your own pace, inviting some spaciousness here. And if it feels natural, inviting an intention or offering into our practice today, knowing that this energy can be guided inwards towards ourselves, something that we are wanting to call in or cultivate. It can be guided outwards. So whatever feels intuitive, and if it doesn't feel good today, don't worry about it, just leave it. And then we'll seal our breathing practice here. And if we did set an intention, sealing this intention with a round of breath. So exhaling, taking a deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. And on your next breath, go ahead and lift the gaze. We'll reach the arms up, take a deep breath. And exhale, palms come to the heart. So we're going to actually begin seated here. Feel free to change the cross of your legs if you are seated here in easy seat pose. And we're going to start working with our neck. So shoulders roll up, down, and back. And let's just take those shoulder rolls a couple times here. Loosening up any tension here in the neck. And then rolling the shoulders forward, just noticing how that feels. And rolling the shoulders up, down, and back. Let's bring the chin down towards the chest and pause here for a moment, breathing into the back of the neck. And then as I mirror you, we'll draw our right ear to our right shoulder. And the chin will come back to the chest. And we'll take it to the left. So we're just going to do these semicircles here for a couple of cycles. Feel free to move at your own pace. If you need to stop and pause and kind of wiggle around and move the head a little bit, feel free to do so. And then let's meet back on our right side. Find an angle that works for you. So you might tilt the chin up a little bit or draw it down towards the chest and kind of play with the angle here and see what feels good. And then from that space, we're going to walk our left fingertips out onto the mat. If they don't touch the mat, that's fine. You can have them, your palm facing forward, noticing how that feels as well. And we're just breathing here. And releasing the left palm, bring the chin back to the chest. Let's take it to the left side. Again, moving the head, finding the angle that works for you, knowing that if we do have some stiffness here, one angle might feel better than the other. And then taking those right fingertips, walking them along the mat, or you can spin your palm forward and notice how that changes the stretch a little bit. And then releasing the hand, let's take one more semicircle right to left. And bringing our gaze forward here. And we're just gonna take a gaze over to our right, keeping our chin parallel. Now reaching that right, or that left arm, excuse me, out again, we're actually gonna rotate the palm this time. So the palm is gonna face forward, and then keeping our gaze over to the right side, go ahead and reverse your palm. Notice how that changes the stretch in the upper arm, and then the palm will rotate forward, keeping our gaze to the right, and the palm rotates back. And let's do that one more time. The palm is going to face forward and rotates back. And then the palm releases on the thigh, coming back through neutral. Take it to the other side. Gazing left. You can even roll your shoulders if you need to reset here. Gazing left, reach out with that right palm. Press the palm away gently, keeping a tall spine. The palm will face forward and the palm will face back. And these are just very gentle, but probably you can feel the stretch and the movement. Good, and one more time, palm faces forward and palm faces back. And then palm comes to the thigh. Let's bring our gaze back through center. And from here, let's just give ourselves some love. So massaging or rubbing onto the base of the head here, the base of the skull. And kind of drawing your fingertips, bringing some pressure here into the neck, and then maybe the upper shoulders. Beautiful. Let's meet on hands and knees. If you do have a blanket, it would be great to use here as well. We're just going to do a few rounds of cat-cow, get the spine moving. So go ahead and find all fours here, shoulders over wrist, or you can have your hands a little bit forward and then knees under hips. We'll inhale, draw the belly towards the earth, the heart reaches forward, the gaze can be neutral, and then the exhale rounds the spine, tucks the chin, tucks the tailbone. We'll inhale, draw the belly towards earth, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, we round and tuck. Two more. Inhale, belly down, reaching forward. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back through center, child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are super wide. We're going to reach the arms out and rest the forehead on the mat. Gazing forward, walking your hands over to the left and folding over that left thigh, drawing the forehead towards the earth, keeping that right sitting bone reaching towards the ground. And then gently coming back through center, let's take it to the other side, fold. And then back through center here. And then let's meet back in our seats. You can always adjust your blanket here. And here's where you might use blocks to support the hips. So if you want them, go ahead and grab them. We're gonna come into bound ankle pose. So outer edges of the feet touch, the knees come wide. Here, if you want some support for the hips, go ahead and bring 2 blocks underneath the thighs. So nice and tall. We'll lengthen through the spine. If you're sitting on the blanket, finding that outermost edge. And then if it feels good for you to start hinging forward, feel free to do so. You can walk your hands forward if that feels good. All the while, just noticing your breath here, noticing how your breath changes when we go into different postures. So when we're folding here, we're compressing a little bit. So just noticing the breath, and then you can also visualize the breath moving into the back body. So breathing through the back body, the low back, rib cage, shoulder blades. And slowly lift the gaze, walk the hands back. Let's take a little twist here. We'll extend our right leg. Take that left foot, cross it. We'll inhale, get nice and tall. The exhale hugs that left knee as we twist open. Inhale, coming back through center, extending that left leg. Take that right leg, cross it, and hug that right knee, opening up here to the right. All the while flexing through that left foot. Toes are pointing skyward. Inhale, we come back through the center and release. Let's go ahead and meet on our backs. And we'll prepare for our supine twist. So just hugging the knees into the chest here. Giving yourself a little squeeze, a little rock. And then letting the knees fall to one side, reaching out with your opposite arm. Notice if the knees are below the navel. Let's see if we can align them with the hips or the belly button. Just feeling the body starting to release and relax. So this is a quick bedtime routine. Sometimes we can have a hard time getting rest or preparing the body for rest. Even if we know we're so tired, it's just so much going on in the world, right? There's stimulation from screens, there's noise, there's all the busyness and the doingness, and even taking 10 to 15 minutes before bed kind of sets the routine and the practice and sets the intention for the space that it's time to rest. So drawing the knees back in, let's take it to the other side. Reach out with that opposite arm. And of course you can take these poses and slow them way down. So this is a simple sequence with about 5 or 6 poses. So if you want to just take a child's pose for 3 to 5 minutes before you go to bed, right? Or take these twists for 3 to 5 minutes. This is all something that can be turned into even a yin yoga practice before bed. And coming back through center, let's grab outer edges of the feet or shins. Happy baby pose here. Let's keep the spine nice and long. The feet are flexed. Releasing here, taking any final movements. If you're heading straight for bed, feel free to go cozy up or take a couple minutes in your Shavasana pose. So thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you all peace, love, and light on your journey and a great night's sleep. Sweet dreams.